Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. We're doing all right. We're slowly getting things around for our goals. Um, God is getting us through it. He's guiding us which way to go. I know I don't talk much about um, my home life, uh, things like that often, but I did last video I made. I kind of shared with you things that were going on, and we're still working on getting things packed up and ready to go when it's time. We still don't have a date. So, but with that out of the way, a little quick update. Uh, if you don't mind, watch this all the way out to the end. It helps. And like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the notification button. Any likes help a lot too, and comments I really encourage. It doesn't matter if you disagree with me, that's fine. As long as you're polite, if you put it in the comment, maybe we can have a topic, a subject about it, a little discussion. And I may learn something, and I'm all for that. You may point something out that gives me a new point of view or something, and I'd surely am open to that. So now with um, that, I thought I'd talk today about getting too busy for God. You know, sometimes when things are going right, when everything's falling into place, when it just seems like things are progressing one to the next step, and it's all going smoothly, and there it's just coming together too easily. We get comfortable in our lives with knowing that everything is great. God's putting everything in place. But, even knowing in God and having faith in Him that He will continue to help us make such good progress forward, we can't forget to thank Him for the blessings, and to talk to Him and pray to Him, and keep a relationship going with Him, because sometimes we get so busy in our lives, we get so active in our lives, that we forget God's put us here and gave us the opportunity to have them active lives. Um, and it even isn't so much that things are falling in place for good things. They could be, to get over something that isn't so pleasant. And sometimes when we're getting through the hard times, the unpleasant things, we forget that God's the one that's going to give us the strength and courage to fight down our demons and get over these hard times, work through these hard times. He's going to give us the support we need, and all all the help that we need. He'll take care of it all. So when we're busy, when we have things distracting us from God, who will get us through it, who will help us uh, find a way to accomplish what we need to accomplish, whether it be uh, getting past and conquering something bad, or whether it's reaching a goal of something good. You know, He'll give us that ability to, and in return, we need to remember to thank Him for the blessings, and to to worship Him, and to acknowledge Him, and to love Him. To talk to Him, to pray to Him. And when we get busy and we're forgetting those things, quite often it's a time that we really need to be remembering them and doing them. Uh, we need to realize that it isn't necessarily, um, or it isn't us that's accomplishing all these things by ourselves. God is helping us get through them. He's guiding our way. He's giving us the tools and the opportunity to get through whatever we need to get through. And without God, you're not going to get through it, or at least not in a positive way. You, calling on God, keeping in touch with God, praying to God, letting Him know you appreciate and you thank Him for whatever He's doing for you. Um, calling on Him to help you to keep moving in the right direction. It's it's what you have to do to be strong in your love for God. Because if you forget Him and you go on, everything's going good, so I don't need God right now, or everything's going good, so I'm just going to forget about Him, and when I'm ready, I'll go back to Him. You know, He'll always be there when you come back, but you don't know if you're always going to have the opportunity to come back to Him. And so when things are going really good or things are getting extremely tough, calling on God is something that is really important to do. It's something that um, it keeps us going. It's what gives us our strength is knowing that He is there and we can talk to Him and let Him know what our concerns are, our needs are, and we know, we have faith, we believe that He will answer our whatever our worries, our woes are, or, whatever needs our attention that we're not able to do, and which is everything. We're not able to do anything without Him guiding the way and giving us the ability to do it. So if you get busy in your life, don't leave God behind. Don't ride off into the sunset thinking you've got it now, you whooped it, you don't need Him right now. You'll call Him later. Sometimes as we get older, um, our friends, we don't call them as often. They don't call us as often. We don't go over and visit as often. Maybe because we live further apart. Maybe because we can't afford the phone bill. Uh, maybe we're just not physically able to do it. Um, God is always there and He's always accessible at no charge at any time of day or night, and He's never too busy for us. So there is no reason not to keep Him on speed dial, so to speak, because He's always there for you and He's always available, any time of day or night. So, as we get older and life changes and we leave things behind, don't make God one of them. Keep God in your heart. Keep your faith in God. Keep praising God and thanking God for the blessings, and keep acknowledging that that these things come from Him, that He's the one providing them. And, even if your day is chocked from beginning to end and you just don't see, well, you can take a few minutes to talk to God. Take that minute before you eat when you pray and let Him know you're thankful for all He's done. Take that minute before you go to sleep at night and say thank you for the day. Take a minute first thing in the morning. If you have to get up 5 minutes earlier or stay up 5 minutes later, even 5 minutes just to let Him know you love Him and you appreciate Him, you know, that you are thankful for His blessings, can keep a line of communication with God that is so important in your life. Because if you go through just one day and say, okay, I really don't have time today, so I'll pray twice tomorrow, or I'll make sure first thing in the morning I talk to God, and then first thing in the morning, well, I'm a little busy right now, so maybe I can do it at lunchtime, and lunchtime turns into dinner time, and then the next day, and then a couple days later, you know, these things become a habit after a while, and that's how we leave God behind. We need to always make sure should never be too busy to take even 2 minutes. You don't have to let the phone ring and wait for it to be answered because it's the fastest speed dial you'll ever have. It's just a direct connect right to God. So there's really it's really easy to stay in touch with God if you choose to. It's really easy to just say, hey, God, thank you for the blessings. Thank you for everything. Thank you for all you've done. Thank you for your help getting me through these last few days or few weeks. Or thank you for helping me to have food on the table. Anything, whatever your struggles are, and God's getting you through them. Let Him know you're thankful to Him. Uh, if you're needing something, God, things are so tense and chaotic, and just the day is chock full from beginning to end with just one thing after another, and I just don't think I can take anymore. That God, please help me. Please help me to find a way to take care of these things that are coming up against me, Lord. And He will. It takes only just a matter of a minute or two. If that's all you got, because you've gotten from one thing to the other, that minute or two you gave to God. And He knows that. But take the time. Take as much time as you feel you need, but take the time. Minutes here and there. If you take a minute 10 times a day, well, that's 10 minutes you gave God. If you've given Him 10 minutes a day, imagine how much you have been able to talk to Him about different subjects, or, different praises for the things He's done. 10 minutes, 10 things. Leaving God behind shouldn't be an option. It shouldn't be a consideration. Putting Him on the back burner, the back shelf, shouldn't be something that we do. And I know at times we do forget, but forgetting here and there, like this afternoon, I forgot to pray before I ate, and it's like, oh man, that's not good. But I prayed this morning before I ate. I'll pray this evening. I think I did. Anyway, I'll pray this evening before I eat. Um, I have prayed through the day today, and I will. I may pray 20 times today, and I may only pray just before dinner and bedtime tonight. I'm going to take whatever time I can, and I will not leave God behind and just tell Him, okay, I'm done with you for now. I'll see you later, because I just don't see I can make that happen. And you know, we do at times things slip our mind, and that is a issue I've been struggling with. Not God in particular, but forgetting things. Um, but I couldn't forget God. I couldn't. He's unforgettable, really, if you really think about Him, and really love God, and however you can do it, whatever works for you. And it may not work for the person next door. Um, it may not work the same as somebody else at a church you may go to, but whatever works for you, to stay in touch with God all the time. Never putting him on the back burner, never walking away and leaving him behind. You know, hope you catch up with him in a few weeks or whatever. Whatever it takes to keep him with you all the time. That's what we need to figure out, and that's what we need to do. Um, like I said, at times we may forget, we may have a lot on our mind, and we may forget. But the thing is getting right back on board and not forgetting. And if it's 10 minutes later or whatever, 2 hours later, 2 days later, it's it's time to, oh my gosh, I haven't talked to God in a couple days. Well, I better get to talking to Him. I don't want to make a habit out of not talking to Him, because if I do that, pretty soon I won't have Him in my life anymore. So, but I hope y'all watch this out to the end. And if you did, hit me a big like down there. I'd sure appreciate it. It helps with the algorithms, they say. But if you could like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification button, and all that stuff, I'd sure appreciate it. And any comments are more than welcome. Like I said at the beginning of the video, you don't have to agree with me to comment, just be polite. And who knows, your point of view versus my point of view, it might spark a little conversation, and who knows um, where we'll go with it, as long as it's a polite, friendly conversation. Maybe it'll help one of us or both of us, or if other people jump in, them too. So it never hurts to share your opinions on things. With any, with that being said, anyway, y'all have a good night. Goodbye.